Welcome to my game development stream. As always, first I start my development environment, then I play one round of my game, and after that I decide what I work on today. Starting takes a bit. Quick project first. Game dev I called it still. Wait for the terminal, one command to start stuff. Read it, okay. Does a try. I'm still was thinking about what I want to do and was unsure. Wait for some lines in terminal to know it's ready before I can play. And I think about more like a new class. Come up with something. Okay, I think it should be ready. It runs in the browser. Localhost for me. I need all data. Start fresh. Also start by no. As long as I develop, I always need to reset. I don't need to play anything. Test cases, I can play what I want. Can I press this? Okay, just wanted to try. Before I start anything, anything, or do I just play sniper again? No, let's just play sniper. I'm the guy in the middle. Enemies, if I'm close to them, they attack me and I lose HP. Above my head is my HP. If it reaches 0, I die, and if I die, I get the highest score based on how far away from the middle I died. So I have to try to get as far away as possible. So it's a very short introduction. Do I take more rifles? This is probably slow trail. Not the best defense yet. Interesting. This is so I can juggle. Okay. Sun 20, so still make it in time, I guess, but Q's upgrade, I don't feel safe. Triggered it. Time was fine. Okay, this is the easiest one. And so inking with enemies, it will not protect me perfectly, I believe. Let's do a speed. Say, still should be careful. Do I take explode on death helps me? Okay, I take explosion death, it helps me for the wave enemies, but not for bosses or kings. Additional charge is fine. defend here a bit. The next boss will be spawned. Okay, panicked a bit. Let's chain fireline to. Let's do it. Fireline 2. Duration. No cooldown would have been better, I guess. But my single target is now very low. I have to dodge to the left. Boss runs through my fire lines. Okay, okay. I died. No. Let's think about it. I had to create space between me and the boss. In this case, I created for too much space. But he was not going straight, so I dodged. So it did more damage to me than I anticipated, I guess. Seems fine. Just a squishy sniper. Okay. One round. What do I want to work on? Think about, and I want to think about new class. Spellmaker is the idea. And the main idea is somehow make arbitrary spells. So I have to think about a way player can create a spell self. Some rules which work so player can learn and understand, and which makes it like can influence size, can influence shape, can influence effect. Be something like shape I can paint. If I would paint, effect could be color, and size could be a brush size or something. If I let him paint, this is a very base concept, but this is not enough to start working on it, I guess. I do not take it yet, do I? And I could start with one color, and I upgrade colors. But how do I... If I start as a spellmaker, I could take the initial time at the start to create spells. they upgrade. I can upgrade them anytime. Can I? I could increase the paint amount I can use per spell. So another idea would paint amount limited, or maybe player has mana, size of amount of paint determines mana. This is basically my limit, how often I can cast. I think the base idea would work, but how can I make it interesting? Is this already interesting? I have a paint mode at the start, and I could so like I have to do a single target spell or an AoE spell, and I have to somehow paint it. And somehow, so there's still stuff missing. Let's say, normally if I have a brush I can paint. I think I'm not interested in the pixels, but more like the steps I painted the painting by. It will just be a day of thinking, maybe. If anything else. Should I start with one color and how this could work out? And the initial color is of course just doing damage, but I think a bit more. Let's say I can paint a shape, just what's it called? The edges, and then the inside will be the area it's hit by damage. And if I just paint a line, it shoots. Projectile, maybe. Can I determine something like this? Let's put down more of idea. When painting closed shape, first color, let's say black color. Shape. Create. Do AoE damage, something like this. with this shape. When painting line will shoot projectile. Something like this. What else? I could track that I have never let go of my mouse button and I have list of points. I could try to detect while painting that they connect to a circle or something. What else? Line and shape. Don't like it yet. I mean, I could build it and see how it feels, but I can influence it. I could. Okay, based on the size of the shape, I could make it cost mana. So the most important thing is probably how can I start? Is this something I want to start with as an idea? Still a lot to do because I create the spell and then I have to be able to use it or extend or change it. So the painting is a lot of work. Try, I guess. Also interesting when a dual class how this can work, but this will just be chaos. Well, if I have painted it, then maybe not dual. So the idea is if I say I paint and if I cast, I click, it will cast to click location. I just do a small dot. Single dot. Could be cheap. I think my main idea should be somehow I can create a single target burst in the spell. This has to be the line part. I have a direction. Maybe the length of the line is the damage. The end of the line is where the projectile is something which is easy to understand. I don't know. I will see. I could also do something like, no, if I I think. For example, it could be fire where I place fire lines. I do a second color. It could be slow effect. Then I just place it somewhere. I wonder if I should start with this. I have a brush size I did not do yet. So color I have, shape. I can paint. Size I cannot really influence, can I? I don't have so many keys. I could really add more. They might not work for other control types, input types. I'm thinking. True. There's mana paint amount, limited amount of paint used for a spell determines mana. I just start and see, and maybe I get more ideas. So I have player characters, only Tamer has its own file currently. Because I put abilities here. I think Spellmaker I could put traits here. Maybe for the starter, and in the end I can decide Spellmaker. You're not in Tamer, you are in here. I copy something. Oh, missing colors, okay. This is 100 line base. Also 100 lines. All very similar in size. Copy space. No. Copy paste. Spellmaker. Spellmaker. Add Spellmaker class. All the imports are incorrect. I will give me one or two Okay, he does execute. And multiple. I think I have to do this, yes. I can all missing imports and in the end decide what doesn't belong here. Ah, he had two. So he halved it. See? Yes, he will have level. No, wait. Is Sniper? Does he have a default? Don't have anything yet. Do I have one ability? I think this will work differently. I actually don't know what I would do here. So for now it's empty, I guess. Change character to Spellmaker class. This is also not yet. Only my turn or create spells by drawing. This is all I have for now. Create boss based on all this I cannot do yet. I will not find this in my character. So I basically have a boss which doesn't do anything. I currently add upgrade bonus HP. Time will tell, I can keep it here. Damage reduction, no. HP regen could keep this as hint how I add one. But now he starts with nothing. Spellmaker. Okay, now I can clean up. And want to add the class. Player character. So if I add this class, what happens? This is already choosable. If I move it up, will it be available instead of musician? Yes. Okay. And now I'm a useless character. Also I've got 200 bonus HP. So this is enough to add it. I don't know if I want bonus HP. So we move it. Time will tell. Can I... So if I want to have it like a test button, I still have my... Somewhere I limit the choice to 5, but where? It's to be related to this object, I believe. Upgrade sheet, character. Player character. Too much great character, choose upgrade option. This should be it, doesn't it? I push all in. Use class key, so I can only display 5 basically. Oh no, here I limited to 5. If I do 6, I wouldn't have a button. What happens if I do this? Can I? I cannot play. Press 6. Okay, 5. This means the key as identifier and text. So I want to have a test button to choose a class basically. So it works as a test case. This means when I execute upgrade, it goes over player character or something. Change character to this class. This is probably called somewhere. Choose class. Takes the identifier. I understand. This means this is what I execute more or less. And I put it on a button. No, I put it on a test button at test. Add a button, add copy, any button would work. Put it at the end. Let's make something Copy this. Add button to tab. Add button to tab. No, this is not the one I want. Cheat button, add. Class Spellmaker. I have button name, it goes into test, I guess. Button name is not what I want. Because I decide this myself. Class Spellmaker. Test button, click handle command. Normally I have to go over handle command because stuff, but nope. If game multiplayer, what? I think I took the WebSocket. If there is no WebSocket, then I'm not in multiplayer, then I can take functions. Great choice, identify. No, this is Spellmaker. Character. Okay. Game state players 0 character. This works, but it skips something. I am missing something. Character. I might see it in here. I don't know where it's used here. Okay, this is what I was searching. I just reset. And I assume I need to have more checks. Okay, let's get the character. But only if character upgrade choices length is bigger 0 and upgrade choices. There's one missing. Is it in character? Missing something. File is not open anymore. I look at an upgrade option. Okay. This choices 0 type is choose class. Then I can press it and I will execute it. Okay, let's find out if this works. I don't add the button yet. I will add it here last. Game. Basically, no, don't have it a choice here, but Oh, I am a Spellmaker. Okay, I think I'm a Spellmaker. I removed the HP. So far so good. I also saw I did not increase my version 399 today. So I have my initial setup for the class. Next. How should this work? Normally, inputs are, if I, for example, do I have anything which I can base my stuff on? Because for multiplayer, this will be important. Think a bit. Could also to think a bit. If I think a bit more, if I want to do it, it could be that I paint and they will be permanent effects on a location. Permanent or so the idea could be I take a color, I paint, mouse down, mouse up, I then change it to something. I start with fire in this case. I can place fire lines wherever I paint. So my player needs mana. Secondary resource, which I had not before. I think a bit more. In the end, I will to learn. Then it's not quite a Spellmaker, it's more like I mean, I have the Painter pet class, but Painter might be confusing. quite a Spellmaker in this case. But it could be an easy start at least. Maybe it's fun in the end. If I just paint place fire, where I place slow, I'm not sure yet. Okay, now I have two different ideas. One where I constantly paint to create effects. So I have one where I create one spell once. I can press a button and it will be executed instantly. The idea would be if I just paint constantly. I think a bit more. This is least different to what I have, I believe. Hmm. I need to think more. Maybe I just need to start with something. So if I start with ability 1, where I check, I just place a fire line where the mouse down is placed. I can then give him mana. Could give the mana to the spell, it doesn't need to be on the player. Or I can check if I can put stuff onto the character. For the start, I don't need it. But it's just put it in the spell because it's easier. I track my mouse. Sniper has also tracking, so I should be able to check something. I might need to... I mean, I take the spell I could each time. Determine if I need to send something or not. This might be the most complicated for a network. Multiplayer. Okay, I think maybe I make start simple, paint, fire, lines. This is a very start fire and spell ability. Paint warehouse is costs mana. I'm limited mana, I don't need to display it. Okay, now I need an ability. What comes closest to it? Snipe? Snipe shoots, but snipe is a giant ability. And I take bounce as a base, 400. Ring ball is also big, I guess, 300, 400. 1000. I've taken the paint out. Take Fireline as an example. 100. I have... Maybe Fireline works. Let's explode more. I just take anything. I don't know what a good ability and Fireline is the initial name, is it? Create fire. I call it this for now. I throw stuff out. JS. Circle explode. Did explode is not. Create fire. I will not have an object because this will be the fire line. I have to think about types later. Ability name. Create fire for now. Create fire for now. Ability functions. I import. Ability update, no, creatability. No, you don't. Hey, why did you make this sound? Yes, okay. Ability create fire, I don't have a radius. Seems I don't have damage. need this name if it's not exported. I don't have an object, so I don't need the delete function for it. Paintability object I also don't need. Okay, maybe I did take the worst. Take ability object. No. There's indeed not much in here. Let's see. When I want to add create fire, it's ability 1. True. And this is what I would need to display in here, so I could steal this from Sniper, I guess. From Snipe. Go to here. Now have an ability create fire. I could use, and this is an import. Ability could just call it. It's a leveling, I can display it. Okay. This would mean Spellmaker doesn't work. Why? I don't have an error here. This error happens when I press this. Hello? Why are you not? Are you? You are paused, but you are not displaying it properly. Ability functions, ability name. Ability name is. Yes, I didn't add the spell, this is correct. Ability. Wait, fire. Could put it on the class. Okay, this should work out. Okay, now I have create fire as my spell here, and so it doesn't do anything. Okay. I have to think, from where do I steal? What data do I even need? I create fire lines based on button mouse inputs. Do I start with snipe? No, everything does. Start with bounce ball. Paint ability UI, this is something I'm interested in. think this is currently the default. Do this in every? Really? This feels like something which should be used everywhere. Wow. I might refactor this. Was all use. Okay, here's special. To understand why I did this stuff. Is it that not every class is? No, is this? The buttons are one down. I felt like it's happening in here. It's a hate factor. Maybe I misunderstand this. I think I misunderstand. This is for recharging. Even Snipe has it. Musician does not have something like this. But I have the access, so do I have one? Which is not this one. Is Tower Builder the only one? Tower Builder also has an changed tamer. So as all also has the musician has the least. So musician, let's check the other musician abilities. Is it change instrument? There is nothing behind. Okay, they only have this. I need an image. This takes entire function. Put it here. Set call paintability by I do the default. And I just take this image even though it doesn't belong here. There's no game. Okay. This means I would now no, not good enough. Why not? Grades, unique, tradeable. I think I will need these. The unique thing, I'm actually unsure now. Should be fetched by only being able to have the class once. Tradable, yes, not unique. So maybe tradable is true. This will not make this work. There needs to be a condition. And your eye for abilities. Have the ability. Get the game, I get the player. And I determine where I move it, I guess. Then I find the rectangle. This I do not remember what this is. But something needs to be registered for them to be painted, I believe. Should be some condition. Some property which defines that they are painted. You have to check somewhere. Let's see. What is the condition? What is the easiest? I thought musician abilities might be relatively small. Is it the input binding? So once I have an input binding, it's I indeed don't consider the input binding here important. I'm lost again. Here I saw the input binding. This is not what I have in here. And now that I use it, I should check what I bind. Because I need the mouse. I think ability 1 is left mouse button. Class Spellmaker, yes, I have it, okay. But nothing can be executed. Next is if I take ability paint ability cast. I might be more interested in something which is interested in the mouse position. We have a cast position. Have fixed. Ooh, it's nice. Because I have the relative effect. Am I interested in relative? When I cast on the map, not. Let's get the function cast. I just call it cast. No, cast might be to cast. Hit fire. Cast ability. Cast. Cast. Active ability cast. Now. Ability owner import. Is key down. I am interested in. Not in this one. Ability music sheet. No, I'm not interested in this. Wait, fire. Ability. Great. Fire. Fire. Okay, so now I get my ability create fire. Let's check if I found it. Then I can do something with it, I guess. How about I just place a fire line on the map where I clicked and this is it. Key down will not be important, will it? Think a bit. Cast position, I don't remember if this is the game position, but I think it is. Then I need to know how I create fire lines. Might be ball fire line, might help me. Start position. Place. Something like this. Yep. Create ability fireline. Owner faction ability owner. Start position could be my cast position. End position, I need an end position damage. Hundreds, I have no idea. 5. Duration. 2 seconds. Tick interval 250. Should some stuff in here. Tick interval is a number. And I set it to 50. Can the tick interval here. Duration. Number. Duration. 2000. Okay. No. is not 5 was width. Also number. Width is 5 for now. Hundred is damage. Damage could be ability, create level times 100 or something. You have to exist, please. Guns and position. Any position is equals. Oh god. This x. Right. Is this correct? Position. This is cast position. Plus, I don't know. Let's do 100. Okay, cast ability. Now I link this. This linked. Now I try if this is working. It crashed the game. That ability to level. So I got experience, but I don't have function to increase it. Let's copy from here. That ability to level. Do they? But if they are optional, they shouldn't be. No. I should see when it doesn't care for it. Level up. Why is it required? I mean, how do I know it's... They allow undefined. Because it's a leveling ability. Okay, I understand. Do I need all 3 of them? I guess. Maybe. Although they don't do anything. Get them over. I have ability fire. Mitführe. Doesn't have anything, so even it's just empty for now. Next try. 800. Yeah. Okay. 800. Is basically two seconds. The faster I click, damage it does, because I don't limit it, but don't have any upgrades. Okay, so for now it's working like developed, but now I want to have start and end point. Start point position. This means it doesn't need to exist, I guess. Oh, key. This is not relevant. If key is down, I do key down, key up. Oh, this is it ability create fire. Start point is cast position. Oh, wait. I'm not so sure if this is undefined. This is not, I set it. If it's key up, I have to reset it at the end. Game state ability push fire line. And position is... No, this means this cast position is end position. And this is ability fire start point. This has to exist. I should call it position. Leave. Okay, this means on key down, key up, I will create a line. But it's not quite what I want. It's a start. Because I also want it to work without stage 2. Now, so it's 5 felt too small. Let's try 100. Okay. I play one, even though only do lines. Maybe this is helpful. I want to be able to paint like this. This might be difficult. Because I don't think I think a bit. I still have 45 minutes. I could check. I think this is important, or to see if I can paint it. So wherever the mouse is, I paint fire lines. And this requires, normally I only send mouse down and up, and I have a flag which updates, so I need a tick function probably. Okay, next tick. The bounce ball, I think it has a tick. Tick ability. That's all I need. I need to link it. Now I have some ticking. But what do I do? My bounce ball also needs to all direction influence. This is client info. I have the last mouse position. Okay, this means I have client info. The owner. Ability owner ID. An ability, but not an ability owner here. It's because I'm in the incorrect. Here I have it. Okay, perfect. Now I have client info. I found it. This can be null. I need to know last mouse position. But how do I trigger the requirement for for that I need the mouse position. There is a trigger. Doesn't seem to be on here. Doesn't seem to be on here. Is it on the class? In multiple, no. Yeah, I have twos. Get skill is leveling. It's not. Don't think I do it by default. Guess I will see. So the idea is when I moved enough with the mouse, I also should check, do I do anything with the position I get here? Calculate the direction. No. So I hope this is the game position so I can compare it. So if client info, check if ability create fire, if I have a start position, and I have const distance is calculate the distance between start position and client info plus mouse position. If the distance is bigger 10, just some random number, I want to place a fire line. Which would mean it's a damage. It's a fire line. I have a start position, cast position. I will put this to last mouse. I have to be careful. This is not what I need. I have to set this. Now I have numbers. Okay, this should work. Maybe it would have worked, maybe not. Fire line. Does it need zone positions? They are copied. It is always dangerous. Start position is taken. This is not. Actually want to change this. X is in position X, Y is in position. No. So now it's a copy, not the reference. Okay, this means I do this, but I have no idea if this is working because I don't know if I update the client mouse. I broke it. It was too fast, it seems. It's okay, I broke nothing. I crashed it. Do I endless looped it? I endless looped it. This is interesting. Let's try. This time I can. Why did it crash? And no, it doesn't crash. It did crash. Okay, sources. So confused. This is my crash. Get characters touching line. Oh, is this the case I never... What is the condition to create this case? This should be in since always. It is properly... Line start, what are you? Line end, what are you? I need you. So he's running forever. Not noticing that he is... And I have to assume it has to do with this point? If I cannot... Does he think he no longer needs them? Most likely. First key, end key. Knows that he only needs the end key. Chunks touch in line. I loop until I hit it, and I found a way. Line end, line start. I need these values, don't I? So this should loop here, or is the do... No, this is an if, this is not... I'm here looping. What? Is there another loop? Did I miss something? No. Not able to properly step through it, it seems. Something is very... I mean, I can see that I'm looping into infinity. I know... Was this the function on my to-do list, which I should... Yes, this was the one I was aware about, I guess. I have to find out why I can currently crash the game so efficiently with this. I have a gigantic list, I guess. Okay, let's figure this out now. No, I still need to figure out how I can crash it. So I should probably build in a catch system, which tells me I need to do this key and key. They are not the same. I start. I have some diff value. Ah, I remember this. Jank. I have the version 2 still in here, but it... I remember. This was based on some chat GPT, but did not work. This worked, but has the endless loop probability. But I can miss, this is a problem. So I do a simple count equals 1 equals 0, count plus plus, and if count bigger 1000, I debugger. I guess let's try this one. No. And I'm already in debugger. Do I have the line start? Line end is 0, 0. And this creates problems. And line start is here 9, 9. It goes to 0, 0. Okay. And this creates a debugger to fail. And I'm probably already too far, yes. How can this fail under 29.9? What? I basically step until I am on the expected key. This doesn't happen. And where did I step to? Current position is have a fire line. This is a constant. This is fine that it's... But why is it queued? Do I change it? I mean, it's not constant. Yes, I change it. Now even more confused. This doesn't seem to be a copy, so if I move the fire line around... Isn't this problematic? I am confused. Do I normally put in a copy? Why do I spread it? So confused. Shouldn't this be... I take the X and I take the Y. So it doesn't end up manipulating the original. And I didn't know that spreading is not a copy. No. Oh no, it was a copy. Ah, this is what the spreading did. But I am a position, aren't I? It was just confusing that he copied the entire thing. Okay, understood. This should not affect anything. Mm. Not happen. Did I see a should not happen in the log? But I'm in endless. Okay, I checked this sign and I'm pretty sure I do not manipulate the original. 999. Yes, okay. Just unnecessarily copy more properties than I need to. Ugh. Get chunks touching line start, line end. Have a diff. I can reproduce it with the 0 part. Why 0 is so special, I don't know yet. Is it... No. Sniper has the same length line. Let's step over stuff. Not defined, but I take... Feel the direction is from top right to bottom left. Should be a bigger x, negative x. Okay, so the directions seem to be somewhat correct. Because 0, 0 is the exact top left of chunk, probably. So I'm interested in tiles, and I key 0, 0. And I remember I had more surrounding keys. If I also check for the surrounding keys, I might have. Can I see chunk keys? Yes, 0, 0 already. I could check the performance impact. So if temp key equals end key, okay, this works. String, string, okay, string comparison. Say end equals false. Is this true? Let's simplify it to this. I could find this here. Not an end. It's an end. This should now catch my case, I guess. Test Spellmaker. It's now placing on mouse down and mouse up. But it's not. Okay. It's not crashing. I will run my performance test at the end. So this will be interesting. So it now takes a little bit more performance. But don't move it. Why does it on tick when the tick is responsible? If the distance is high enough, 10. Let's maybe change it to 20. And I set the start position when I put a fire. this means my last mouse position is not updated. This means I have to find out what is triggering it to update. Something is... Ah, I remember, I guess. It is in... Ball? In cast, isn't it? Is a value client info. Cast position. It's not what I have in mind. I thought there is one flag I need to set. Let's check tickability. I will check snipe. How to send mouse position handler. I think this is the thing I use for it. Ball physics has it. I need an activate and a deactivate. And it's tied to an identifier. Okay, so when I cast ability, key down, target character ID. No, it's... What do I need here? Owner ID. I need an owner ID. I have an owner ID. I need an identifier. Is it a string? It's a string. So is it just... ability create via name? Key down to create up, it's false. What is the undefined thingy? Undefined cast position. So I can technically put it in. I don't know if it is important. I just said it, okay. Let's find out. And I still had the 0 case, but test Spellmaker. Okay, this is not working. I can now paint, and it's edgy. I died, I didn't pay attention. Okay, but this is my first. Oh, I just hold down the mouse button. Quickly over here. Paint. Since it's working. It's not so interesting. But this is clear. This is just. No. Right. Okay. What's my time? 11 minutes. This means I have some fire lines I can place. I could make it cost mana based on how long the fire line is. We're gonna wait in my tick, but think about it first. Place. I can place stuff at positions. It's currently just always paint with fireline. There's no limit, but not so sure yet. I guess I come slowly to an end, so I should on my test, so I have some information if my change to touchline infected anything. So one test we place. Don't know. Let's do it. It will affect this replay would be affected, would it? Not really. The sniper would be affected completely. Doesn't notice anything. There's also touching lines, so it would also be affected. It's probably the case which might be the most interesting how it performs. It's only for adding long builder was even false. This is very interesting. It can indeed make a difference. I'm on version 99. I have 12 pixels smaller. Is it different in size? So data, kill counter, score. Two 265, 2657 to 18. No, the kill counter is off by 1. That's it. Interesting. So the change made 1. I could accept this as working. The effect on the time is, I mean, I have fewer pixels than normally, so I would probably do this, and now I would have the same size. I could change the long builder replay assert data. Did 214. Don't need a new replay for this. I'm interested in one more test replay. Doing a bit. And after this I come to an end. And I have to next time still figure out what I want to do with my Spellmaker. I feel like just painting is feels not so interesting yet. If I, let's say, do with each upgrade the player can choose colors, fire, ice, or something, then he has to paint all the time. But it could be a class, I could try around with it. Think about it next time, I guess. Long builder time was again the same. And it's no longer flecked. It was 558, okay. Closer to what I usually render. But everything seems fine. This is started work on new class Spellmaker. Push it so it gets deployed. And with this, I am done for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.